I carried the weight of hate, so you could know peace. But peace doesn't come easily. It's born in silence, forged in fire, and mastered in the shadows. Before we begin, I want you to do something. Comment below. What pain are you silently carrying? Say it. Name it. Because the first step to controlling your mind is facing what's hiding inside it. I know what it's like to lose everything, to stand in the ruins of what you once loved, and walk away in silence, because speaking would only make it worse. I know what it means to protect people who will never understand what it cost you. You want discipline? Then hear this. Discipline isn't a routine. It's a decision, a vow you make in the middle of chaos and keep, even when your hands are shaking. My story isn't about being a hero. It's about making a choice no one should have to make, and living with that choice every day. Alone, I stood before my own clan, and I did what had to be done, not because I hated them, but because I loved someone more than I feared being hated. That's what real strength is. Doing what's right, even when the world calls it wrong. They called me a traitor, but I knew the truth. Sometimes, to save the village, you have to become its shadow. And here's what I've learned. Your pain is not weakness. Your silence is not emptiness. Your guilt is not a curse. They are tools. And if you know how to use them, they become armor. Modern neuroscience confirms it. Trauma reshapes the brain. When processed the right way, it sharpens focus, enhances decision-making, builds long-term emotional control. I didn't know the science, but I lived it. When you live with guilt, you learn to stop reacting. You start observing, feeling, without letting those feelings define your actions. That's what made me strong. Not because I didn't feel pain, but because I chose what to do with it. Every morning, I watched the sunrise, even when I hadn't slept, even when my mind was screaming, because no matter how dark the night had been, the light always returned, and I needed that reminder. You need it too. The world will not wait for you to heal, but you can still move forward, wounded, quiet, but determined. Let me ask you this. When everything falls apart, who are you? Are you someone who crumbles, or someone who stands taller because of it? Real power isn't loud. It isn't flashy. It's quiet. It's in your ability to stay centered when everything around you is collapsing. Your trauma isn't the end of your story. It's the beginning of your transformation, but only if you choose to face it. So I ask you now, are you ready to turn pain into power? Are you ready to stop hiding from your past and start using it as fuel? Because that's what I did. I became a shadow. Yes, but I used that shadow to protect someone I loved, to make sure he'd never have to make the choices I made. You might be that person for someone else. You might be the one carrying pain, so another doesn't have to. But you can't do that if you're still running from it. Look in the mirror, face what you've been avoiding, and say to yourself, I'm not broken, I'm becoming. You're still breathing. That means your mission isn't over. You want clarity? Then you need silence. You need stillness. You need to understand your mind, not control it with force, but align it with purpose. Let your pain teach you. Let your regrets refine you. Let your guilt become your wisdom. Because the moment you stop hiding from it, you become unstoppable. And if no one else will say it, let me be the first. You are strong, you are worthy, you are still here, and that means you still have time to rise. So rise. And when you do, don't rise for revenge. Rise for peace. Rise for clarity. Rise because you've seen the worst and chose to become better. Now, what pain are you turning into strength? Tell me below. Let it begin.